All right.
Cool.
I'm here at Hawaiian South Shore with Boom. Thank you very much for coming around. Yeah, Dann Mann here.
Anytime.
I thought it'd be cool to maybe find out when you got into shaping.
Okay.
And then, how you went down the road and then until now, how you got involved with Firewire and then what you do at Firewire.
Yeah, all right. So, I started shaping. I was riding longboards a lot and always surfing just everything. I was into paddling and everything, prone paddling, racing and stuff. And I was lifeguarding and working at the chart house, and then I started going, man, I want to own my own business. I didn't want to be in the restaurant business. We talked about that. And in 1996, I started making boards and made them for a few friends, some sucker friends, and they were okay. And I had a friend, Stu, who helped me, let me use his room, and another friend who made my paddle boards, this guy Mike Eaton, and both San Diego legendary guys.
Yeah.
And I was affiliated with Rusty Surfboards with the surfing for the longboards, so I was around good shapers, and then that in 2001 it turned into my full job. I had a young family and I just went for it and bought a glass shop, started glassing for Channel Islands and Rusty, and did some ghost shaping for Channel Islands, and just kind of hustled. It was hard work, lots and lots of hours, super dusty and stinky and horrible. But I learned everything I learned everything I needed to learn about making surfboards, and to not settle for the status quo, and start keep pushing new technologies and new ways of constructing and process and understanding what the process does, which led me into the epoxy EPS world. And then in 2006, I met the guys from Firewire who were just starting it. They needed a factory here in the U.S., and I was in San Diego, so they bought my factory. And so we met when it all just exploded in 2006. We all kind of, that's a big long story, but we all came together with Mark and everyone like that. So and then 2006, I worked full time for 2.5 years, and then I did started doing the design on the side, like being
full time with Firewire.
Oh, okay. under the whole big. We set up a whole factory. Went to Thailand, did a bunch of preliminary setup for the production, and then got that under control. And then I wanted to not work full time, and so we started. We worked out a deal where I did sweet potato. The sweet potato, then the Dominator, then sweet potato, and then so I was able to do design. I'll be a shaper designer guy.
So the sweet potato, what inspires you to make that?
Well, my friend, his name's Kish. He was his brother-in-law was actually in on the early Mini Simmons crew with the Malloys and everything, and they brought a board in. I don't know which one it was, but he's like, "Hey, I want something like this." I'm like, "Okay, but." It's really keeled fin and really just kind of like, let's make it look a little more performance-y. And he goes, okay, yeah, whatever, And so I made him a 5.5, I think, maybe 5.3. And he goes, oh man, you got to try it. And so I surfed it. I'm like, man, this needs to be a quad. And so I raced it out, made it a little more racy, and that's what the sweet potato became. Made it a quad and made it a little more racy, a little more rocker, a little more bottom contour, a little more flash. And it translated in the performance. It was really, that was a really exciting board. Yeah. So, and then that kept going. That went into the baked potato, and then the potato nader came from that, and then the whole unibrow, and then it kept going. The Dominator was kind of what started it all. I used the rocker from the Dominator, and I just drop it and lower it for a lot of the designs. The Dominator was the big one for me.
Oh man, right on.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So what's your role now? So you just pretty much design
So
things
just shaper guy,
come
around and talk to you. And so I'm really interested in the tech. I'm really interested in what they're doing over at the Thunderbolt side of things. I really like understanding and figuring out ways to be able to utilize the process to be able to use the better material and get maximum performance, because we can continue to tweak and tune on the design side, but the real changes are going to come with further advancing material and refining the process to be able to manipulate and control the structure along with the performance.
So we got a lot of exciting stuff coming soon.
There's so much more.
Oh man, right on.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.